This is Rich with MISO BIM. This tutorial topic is text. This course is considered beginner level. No design drawing is complete without text. Text can be used for sheet notes, annotations, and legends. In Revit, it consists of any number of words with or without a leader. In this video, we are going to look at the options Revit offers when adding text to a model. In this topic, you will learn how to create text notes and modify text notes. Text notes are used to add instructional, technical, explanatory, or other text annotations to designs. To accomplish this, Revit offers some flexibility in the placement and modifying of this annotative element. To add a text note to a view, go to the Annotate tab, the Text panel, and click on Text. You'll notice the cursor changes to the Text tool. What you'll see is a crosshair with the letter A. Under the Modify Place Text ribbon, you'll have a leader panel, which gives you the options for the different types of leaders you can have with the text, and they are no leader, one segment, two segments, or curved leader. Next under leader is the orientation of the leader to the text itself. So by default, it is set to leader at top left and leader at bottom right, but you do have options for middle. And then finally, you have paragraph options for align left, align center, or align right. Now to place the text, we're going to go down to the model view, and since we selected a leader, in this case one segment, the first time we click on the mouse will be the head of the leader, and then we have two options when placing the actual text. For wrapping text, we're going to click and drag to form a text box. The text box specifies the width of the text note, so text will wrap when it reaches the boundary of the note. So for example, when I get to the end of the text box, the text will wrap to the second line. If we want a single line of text, we'll go back to place text. Again, we'll select the leader, and this time we'll only push down the mouse button once to place the note. And here, the text will be all in one single line. Oop. One thing to note while we're in the place text is we have different panels here for font options. So if you needed to do a bold, italic, or underline for your font, you can have it there along with some numbering options. And also if you needed to go from well, in this case, if we're all cap, we are in all caps, but if you had lowercase and you wanted to convert everything to all caps, you can do that here. And then also we have paragraph options for if you needed to do bullets or outline lists, whether they're letter or number, and then indentation settings as well. So to close out of the place text tool, we simply either can click out of the window or hit close up here on the panel. It is possible to import text from other applications into Revit. To bring such text in Revit, copy the text while in the other application. So here we'll copy it from a Microsoft Word document. We'll click Edit, Copy. Now we're going to switch to Revit. Again, we're going to activate the text tool. Go to place the text, and then we will hit Control V for paste. An alternate method for placing the text from another program is going back into the text tool, and instead of hitting Control V, if you go to Modify Place Text, under Clipboard on the ribbon and Paste on the pull down, you select Paste from Clipboard, and the text is pasted. One thing to note with pasted text from other programs is the imported text always assumes the formatting style of the particular text style in use in Revit and not the formatting in the application it was imported from. Text notes automatically scale with a view, and since most designs end up on paper for drawing sets, etc., it is often necessary to modify text properties and format them such that they meet certain standards, organization or otherwise. Type properties pertain to properties that affect all members of a family or instances of a particular style. For text notes, these properties relate mainly to their appearance. Instance properties, on the other hand, are properties belonging only to an instance of a family member. For example, leader attachment points, text justification, and text orientation for text. After adding a text note, you can edit it to change its position or format, add or adjust leaders, and make a host of other changes. You can even change the way the note displays during editing. To do this, select the note that you want to edit and click on the Modify Text Notes tab. And then in the text panel on the pull down, you have two options here for either show border when editing or show opaque background when editing. Whichever one you want to use. You can see here the show border when editing. When I select it, there is a box. If I unselect it, the box disappears. Opaque background will show up if it's overlapping a model element or other elements, and also if the style itself is set to transparent. If the style of the text is set to opaque, this option will not change in any way. To modify properties of a text note, select the text note in the drawing area and then use the appropriate option on the Modify Text Notes tab to make changes as necessary. So for example, if we wanted to change these words to, let's say, bold, we highlighted them, hit bold, and now the text is set as bold. Also, if you want to add any leaders from an existing piece of text, if you look here when you select the piece of text, you have the option to add a left side leader or a right side leader. So here let's add a left side leader, and you can add as many leaders that you need, and then from there you can move those leaders individually to be placed to where they need to be. On the reverse side, if you need to remove any of the leaders, you have this button that says Remove Last Leader, and these will be removed in the order that the leaders were created. So you can see here that those 5 were removed in the way that I just created those. If you'd like to move, resize, or rotate a text note, you can select it and use the grips to resize, move, or rotate. So you have the move grip here. If we need to resize the text window, you can use this grip here to the right. And if you need to rotate it, you can use the rotate grip. And you're pressing and holding down on those grips as you use them. Other text properties, mainly type properties, can be modified on the Properties palette. To make these modifications, select the text note, which we have selected here, and click on Edit Type in the Properties bar. In the Type Properties dialog, you can modify graphic parameters like text background, whether it's opaque or transparent, text color, line weight, and leader arrowhead, and text parameters like text size, tab size, font, and width factor. The typeface and formatting options bold, italic, and underline are also present in the Type Properties dialog as text parameters. To turn those on, you simply will check the box. To deselect them, you just simply uncheck the box. Once you're done editing the type properties, hit OK. Since text is an annotative element, it will adjust to the scale that the drawing is set on. So here we have this drawing scale set at 1/4 inch. If we wanted to change this scale to, let's say, 1/8 inch, the text will also change. Go back to the 1/4 inch. That concludes our beginner course on text. Thanks for watching.